The Liver King has been arrested. Remember that guy, the Liver King, the sensation that told everyone, if you eat raw liver and raw meat, you can get as jacked as him. Complete snake oil salesman because he got exposed for taking steroids, obviously, and now he has been arrested in Texas because he was threatening Joe Rogan. There is so much to this story we're going to cover today. It's absolutely mind-blowing. This guy, the Liver King, has truly lost his head. He's a psycho.
Anything and everything.
So before we jump into the backstory and the videos of the Liver King and the threats towards Joe Rogan, here's what was reported about his arrest. Here's his mugshot. This is great because he is an absolute mug. The report was Liver King arrested for traveling to Austin, Texas after making threats against Joe Rogan on social media. Brian Johnson faces one charge of terroristic threat. Johnson was seen on all fours like a monkey in a video posted shortly before he traveled to Austin. Let's roll that video now.
Anything and everything. Because Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos.
What the fuck is wrong with his eyes? He has one pupil that is absolutely massive, and the right eye is just tiny.
To pretend anymore. All of this is happening. We're coming to you. I've challenged you man to man to a fight. Honorable. And we don't have to pretend or make any videos. The world is watching. They'll make the videos for us. And you don't have to hold a camera. You can hold the hand of somebody that you love, because what happens next to you, you're going to need to remember that feeling. You're going to need something more than what you did to give you something to fight for, because I have my family to fight for. And I'll die for them, you know that. And you're a black belt, but you've never come across something like this. Willing to die, hoping that you'll choke me out. I pray to God, because that's a dream come true. It feels good. And then the limbs, I'm fighting for my family. So limb. Go ahead. But then you have to contend with something else. And I weigh 177 pounds. An actual savage. Let's go. Because we're leaving. We're going to Austin. What was my very last point?
That we're gonna kick Joe Rogan's ass?
The real G said it.
But you get the gist of that video. He's calling out Joe Rogan to the fight. His mouth looks like he's just sucked off a Smurf. I don't know what is this guy chatting about, fighting for his family. It goes on to say that the APD detectives contacted Joe Rogan, who stated he had never had any interaction with Johnson and considered the post to be threatening. So that's just one video. The Liver King's been spiraling out about Joe Rogan for like a while now, and it's just gone unnoticed. Take this next video, for example. He looks like he's just been dragged through the fucking woods, and all that is on his mind is wrestling and beating up Joe Rogan.
What I'm hoping is that you, Joe Rogan, are thinking, I'm gonna choke that motherfucker out, lights out, I'm gonna choke him out. And I kind of hope that if you win, that's how it happens, because like to wake up from that dream, that's a good feeling. And then anything else.
He just keeps banging on about how badly he wants Joe Rogan to choke him out. He's like, oh, it's going to feel so good. Something tells me that the Liver King might find Joe Rogan sexually attractive.
That you could break on me. Break it on me. I hope that you won't feel me tap. That's never happening, tapping. Because I have something actually to fight for. Actually, that's my family. I have a principle to fight for. That's what I'm, and oh, well, what if he actually does what he's saying? What if that would be interesting? That would be interesting. What do you have to fight for? You're fighting. I hope you're mad. You should choke me out. You know how to do that.
Again, with the choking out. You should really choke me out, Joe Rogan, wink, wink. Go on, choke me, daddy. I mean, Joe.
You're trained. You're trained. You got a black belt. Black belt in jiu-jitsu. I hope you choke me out. And if you don't choke me out, these other limbs will be interesting. Should be very interesting. That's the PS. I already thought about my game plan. I don't have a plan. I'm not going to train. But I hope you've been training. And I'm ready whenever you're ready. If it's tomorrow, that will be great. Let's do it as soon as possible. If it's not tomorrow, then just whenever you're ready.
Like, there's more. You know, we need to see these videos to really understand how insane this guy has gone. You just have to bear in mind, Joe Rogan hasn't once responded to this. And I'm going to talk about what might have sparked this. Joe Rogan has talked about the Liver King, but this was ages ago. Here is Liver King again, threatening Joe Rogan. And you can see why this is concerning if you're Joe Rogan. Yeah, Joe Rogan can handle himself. He probably beat the shit out of a Liver King. You're not gonna be sitting at home comfortably knowing this guy's coming to Austin, Texas, where he lives.
I'm picking a fight. Anybody know who I'm picking a fight with? Joe Rogan. That's who I'm picking a fight with. Why? Why would you pick a fight with him? Out of principle, family. That's why. I'll explain more later, okay? Do you have free Wi-Fi? Yeah, we have free Wi-Fi everywhere we're going in the greatest country in the world, Texas. Everywhere we go, we're bringing free Wi-Fi with us. The password is fuck you, Joe Rogan. Fuck you. But it's only one time, not twice.
These are the ramblings of an insane man. He is lost the absolute plot. It only keeps getting worse.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liberty. Man to man. I'm picking a fight with you.
I mean, look at the state of this fucker. Look at the belly button. Absolutely bulging. Pure bulging out. Looks like he wants to escape. He's holding guns as well while calling out Joe Rogan. And this obsession with Joe Rogan has to be unsettling if you're actually Joe Rogan.
Principle, you can't pick a fight with a real team and then expect there not to be an actual fight, bro.
And people are speculating one of the reasons why is this clip from a while ago where Joe Rogan says that what everyone thinks, the Liver King is on steroids.
Have you seen Liver King recently?
No, what's going on?
He seems like, I don't know, like borderline schizophrenic now.
Is that also, I think he was mentally ill, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, I would have, listen, let me just classify my definition of mentally illness as someone who lies. I think that's a mental illness.
Okay. Yeah.
I think lying when it's really obvious.
Yeah.
You're lying about taking steroids when it's super obvious you're on steroids. Mm-hmm. You're 46 years old. You look like a fucking superhero. And you're right. You're just super jacked. Yeah. You know, and then gets caught. Just guys, juice to the tits. Obviously, for a guy like you or a guy like me, we look at a guy like that, like you've got to be on the juice. You don't even look remotely normal.
And if that is the clip that sparked all of this, it's extremely tame. Joe Rogan. The whole internet was calling out Liver King. Everyone, because he was a guy saying natural living will give you all these muscles, live like a primal. Oh wait, you're on steroids. Yeah, everyone knows. And Joe Rogan just echoed what the internet was basically saying, which has seemingly spiraled into this chaos. Now, there are actual theories. The Liver King allegedly did ayahuasca recently. Here's a post where he said, "What up, primals? It's me, Liver King. Lost in the forest, no food, nose bleeding, face gaunt, but this is exactly where the ancestral path has led me. Remember the 9 tenets. Today I met Christopher, a woodland elf. He's real. He gave me fermented honey and rubbed crushed mushrooms into my gums. Also ayahuasca. I don't understand his language, but we're bonding. He saved me. I'm not lost anymore. I'm home. Tell my family I love them. Goodbye forever." This is accompanied with this video. It's 4 minutes long. We're not going to play the whole thing. I'll give you the gist of it.
Barbarian, it's a modern day rite of passage. It's weaponizes our young men with principles to strive to become something greater, more. Barbarian's a thing, Barbarian Foundation. You should learn about it. Super Barbarian is a thing too. It's really, really, really hard. And then after that, it's called Hell on Earth. It's 1,000 bloody knuckle push-ups from sunrise to sunset on only hard surfaces. And
I wanted just to show you the vibe we're getting here, that this guy went to the forest to meet some forest elf and take ayahuasca and mushrooms. So then obviously the Liver King went to Austin, and here he is getting arrested.
His family's coming over. Yeah.
And these items are for you.
I wouldn't take that away.
Yeah, Thank fuck. This guy's an absolute lunatic. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want someone like him stalking me, threatening me. Even as handy as Joe Rogan is, I'm sure he'd kick his ass. You don't know what this guy's going to do. If one, you do kick his ass and then you decide, all right, maybe I'll get something else. Maybe a great equalizer that fighting wouldn't matter. Or who knows? And he's an absolute moron for just publicizing every move. It made it so easy probably for the police. Leave a like if you made it all the way through and you just enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new for more content. Now fuck off and get out.